Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1970 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today it is the home opener for the Seattle Pilots. The game features the Chicago White Sox versus the Pilots at Brainiac Stadium. The starting pitcher for the Chicago White Sox is Fred Klages, making his season debut. And pitching for the Pilots today, making his season debut, is John Gelnar. That's right, we have a expanded stadium. We took Sick's Stadium, the 1969 Seattle Pilots inaugural year. That's the stadium they used, and we've added 28,000 seats from 7,500 to 35,000 seats. And we've rebranded it. We've put up some special billboards. It's going to be a really nice looking stadium for the Seattle fans. And we couldn't get here at home quick enough as we got swept by the Senators in their home opening series. We lost all three games. Our bullpen blew the first two games, and then yesterday we could not scratch out enough runs. If you look at our stats so far through those three games, we're batting 170, and yet our ERA is under 3. So our pitching has been fine, other than the bullpen with a couple of blueies in there. We just have not been able to score runs, and maybe now that we're home, we'll have a better chance of doing that. I guess what I'd like to show you before we start today's home opener is go under Stadium Editor here, and we'll take a look at Brainiac Stadium. Now, all of the typical aesthetics for Sick's Stadium still apply, because we just expanded that stadium. So whatever, I haven't changed any of this, right? When we get the Kingdome in 1977, we'll switch Brainiac Stadium to the Kingdome, and Brainiac Stadium can be used for tractor pulls or some shit. I don't care. But what we did do is we did manipulate the dimensions a little bit, and then altered the park factor, like calculated the park factor, to represent the proper stadium effects. So we pulled the gaps in to 350, 305 down the left field line, and 320 down the right field line, and I believe the center field remained the same at 402. So left-handers and right-handers have a 24% chance, they're more likely to hit a home run in our stadium than the average stadium, and hits by a lefty and a righty are 3% more likely in this stadium. Doubles are less likely because the gap is not there. Same with triples. Strikeouts are this, whatever, the league average is 100, right? Double plays are a little less likely, and errors are average, okay? So the park factor in general is 3% more in favor of the offense than the pitching, okay? So that's what we've done here to kind of mix things up. It shows that Sick's Stadium was opened in 1938, and of course it was a minor league stadium for the Seattle Rainiers when the Pilots were born in 1969. And then, as we've talked about in a couple of the previous videos, they just didn't have enough time to get it prepared for a major league team. They did not get the expansion done for the seats. They wanted 35,000 seats. That first season, they only got to 17 to 18,000 seats by mid-season. The scoreboard didn't work. The bathrooms were not up to code, and it was just a terrible stadium. So we've upgraded, and I think we will see that in our offense, which we need desperately after that first three-game series at RFK Stadium. I guess the question is, how will it affect our pitchers as well? So we've got our number 4 starter on the mound today with John Gelnar, who probably won't be in the rotation once we get Bob Meyer back. So you know what? We'll just play that out and see how that goes. Because Bob Meyer, I think, will be back toward the end of the month. Okay, as always, I appreciate everyone following along, like and or subscribe to the channel. We've had 9 new subscribers in the last 11 days. So welcome to all the new subs. I, of course, am not sure if you're here for the gaming or if you're here for the sports card aspect of it. We've been slacking a little bit with sports cards, but we will jump back on it full force by the end of this month. So stay tuned for that, okay? Now, we've got John Gelnar, as I mentioned, making his season debut. He is the home opener, starting pitcher today. All the bullpen is available. Our lineup, we've gone back to the mainstays. Fred Klages, I believe that's how you pronounced it. He is a righty, so this is our lineup versus righties, which is the way that we get all of our lefties that we have on a roster into the lineup. Okay, let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the Chicago White Sox. Actually, before we do that, I just want to mention that Jimi Hendrix threw out the first pitch for us, and then he played the national anthem on his guitar. That's what we had going on today. We still got Freddie sitting here with his head blocking our view. Okay, White Sox lineup rundown. Here we go. Batting leadoff in center field is Angel Bravo. Batting second at second base is George Orta. Batting third in left field is Carlos May. Batting cleanup at third base is Bill Melton. Batting fifth, playing first base is Bob Spence. Batting sixth in right field is Walt Williams. Batting seventh and catching is Duane Josephson. Batting eighth at shortstop is Rich Morales. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Fred Klages. Okay, John Gelnar. He's making his first start. Again, kind of a latecomer to our rotation last year. He made 18 starts. I guess he pitched a little over half the season, right? In the rotation, he went 7-2, which is reasonable, with a 3.79 ERA. He had 63 strikeouts in 95 innings pitched. He walked 34, so not a bad ratio. His fastball tops out at 90 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 45.2%. His fastball, really his only good pitch, it's rated an 80, which is league average. A couple secondary pitches below league average. Overall rated a 75. The 26-year-old righty is arbitration eligible after next year. All right. Let's take a look at our defense. It's the same guys in there. Defensively, we're pretty solid everywhere you look. We do have Dalrymple back behind the plate after McNerney started yesterday. He's got that strong arm. And we are ready to get the home opener going. Let's go. Angel Bravo leading off. Looks like he's been a pinch hitter this year. This is, I think, his first start as a center fielder. He pops it up on the first base chalk. It will be caught by our first baseman, Joe Pepitone. One out. Here is George Orta. Yes, it's not Jorge. It is George. An 0-1 count and a base hit into center field. Orta batting .417 after that single. So runner at first. He's got 84 speed. He could be going. Carlos May at the plate. Only 3 home runs in their starting lineup. And their shortstop, batting 8th, has 2 of them. Carlos May, he's got some power. And a base hit into right. Orta goes to third. They must have had the hit and run on. First and third, one down, and Bill Melton is up. We're going to play back. Now, we saw the double plays are 5% less likely to happen in this stadium, the Brainiac Stadium. So, with May on first, who's below average with speed, and Melton, I guess we will sacrifice a run for the potential double play. 1-2 count. Even better, Gelnar strikes out Melton on a check swing. 2 down, and Bob Spence is up. Now, Spence is batting 100, but he's 3 for 3 in his career versus John Gelnar. Let's see if Gelnar goes after Spence. First pitch swinging, and a ground ball to first. Play is made by PEPITONE. Get out of the jam, go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Seattle Pilots. Batting leadoff in center field is Tommie, AGEE. Batting second in right field is Mike HEGAN. Batting third in left field is Lou Piniella. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Joe PEPITONE. Batting fifth at third base is Rich Rollins. Batting sixth and catching is Clay DALRYMPLE. Batting seventh at second base is Van Kelly. Batting eighth at shortstop is Freddie PATEK. And batting ninth is the pitcher, John Gelnar. Okay, we've got Fred Klages here, 26-year-old righty, making his first start of the year. He made 7 starts last year. I'm guessing that was a September call-up situation. He is probably getting the spot because of Paul Edmondson being killed in that car crash. So he probably moves right into that rotation. He was 3-2 with a 5.36 ERA. He had 12 more walks than strikeouts in 43 and 2/3 innings pitched. Opponents batted .281 against him. His fastball tops out at 90 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 48.9%. Wow, he's got one pitch, a slow curve, rated a 94. That is elite level curveball, and a fastball that barely registers. Overall rated an 82. The 26-year-old righty is arbitration eligible in 1971, and I believe these are the 1968 cards. So in all reality, Fred Klages was done with baseball in the major league level, at least after the 68 season. All right, let's take a look at the defense for the White Sox. Now, in left field, they have Carlos May below league average. Second base is George ORTA, and they're just a tick below, so not even that bad. Their shortstop, Rich Morales, is their best defender. And right field, Walt Williams, I remember this well from last year. He has a great arm. Was he the Gold Glove? Let's take a look at transactions. Nope. He was not. Oh, his nickname is No Neck. I always love a good No Neck nickname. Okay. Tommie AGEE leading off. Oh, we should also point out their catcher Josephson's arm is an 81. So just above league average defensively. Okay, Tommie AGEE leading off. He is the only bat that's been active so far this year. We have our home whites on today as he strikes out looking. We don't have our colorful clown weekend unis. AGEE out. There's one down. Here is Mike HEGAN. HEGAN's got a home run. He's only hit this year. As he pops it up to third. My mentality, it's going to be dropped by the third baseman, Bill Melton. HEGAN safe at first. We're going to definitely hit and run. I was going to say about this lineup that we're putting together here, I tend to find that when you only have 1 or 2 good players, you may as well put them at the top of your lineup, like when the Yankees bat Aaron Judge, in the leadoff role. The likelihood he's going to get on either by walk or maybe he's going to blast one. That's what I'm doing with AGEE. He's the only bat that I know that I can count on right now, and that's why he's in the number 1 spot. Give him the most at-bats and the most opportunities to do something good per game, although he struck out to lead off this one. Okay, so here's the hit and run. Sweet Lou at the plate. Oh, no. Didn't even bother to swing with the hit and run sign. Thank goodness it was a curveball as HEGAN steals second. He was 3 for 10 last year, and I'm guessing those were all missed hit and runs. But he's safe this time, so good job by HEGAN. 2 down as Klages has struck out the batter for both outs. And now Joey PEPITONE. PEPITONE goes deep. He pulls it into the right field bleachers, 377 feet. And it's 2-0 Pilots. I was literally just going to say he's in a cleanup role for a reason, and he hasn't shown us he deserved it. And there we go. So 2-run shot. That is a nice thing to give the home crowd in the revamped stadium. 2 down for Rich Rollins, and a ground ball to short will end the inning. So a 2-run home run by Joe Pep. We go to the top of the second. 2-0 Seattle. Here's Walt Williams leading off. Williams, a ground ball. Up the middle, second baseman Van Kelly making the play. Number 1 out. The catcher, Duane Josephson, is up. Lines it to left. Piniella makes the play. Good hustle. And here's Rich Morales. He has a 76 power, and he barely makes contact, and yet he's got 2 bombs already. And a 2-2 count, and Gelnar strikes out his second batter of the ball game. A nice 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Clay Dalrymple leading off. Everybody in the bottom third of the lineup here has not yet had a hit this year. Clay Dalrymple flies out to right center. 1 out. Here's Van Kelly. I think it's a matter of time before Van Kelly gets going, as he taps it back to Klages. He's now 0 for 7 on the year. And Freddie PATEK pops it up at home plate. All right, a 1-2-3 inning. Still only have 1 hit. That's a home run by PEPITONE. We go to the top of the third. And Fred Klages will lead off. 2-2 count to Klages, and he strikes him out. 3 Ks for Gelnar. This feels like a strike-walk combo coming, as Angel Bravo is up. A 1-1 count. He pops it up right in front of Gelnar. Somebody's got to call it. Oh, no! It's dropped by the catcher, Dalrymple. Is that his second error already? Or am I just being paranoid? That is his first. Yeah, well, everybody's going to have their first. So now the Speedy Bravo is on first with only 1 out. No chance to double him up on a double play. There's a ground ball up the middle. Can we get the force? Oh, it is a double play! Wow, 2 speedy base runners. A 4-6-3 double play. We go to the bottom of the third. And John Gelnar will lead it off. So far, the pitchers have not achieved a single hit yet. We did have Broadbender in game 1 get 3 walks, which is bizarre in itself, but sooner or later we'll get a hit, I think. Oh, wow. AGEE strikes out for the second time. 3 Ks for Fred Klages. Wow. And there's a walk to HEGAN. HEGAN is our best walk guy, which is why I have him in the number 2 spot. And with 2 down, we will not hit and run this time with Lou. We'll let him take a cut. He's already struck out once, and he's going to strike out again. Why are we so inept with the bat? This is an open-air stadium. We did not put a roof on top of 6. So maybe early April, weather's not so great. With the summertime, maybe the bats get going. There's a hit for Carlos May. So leadoff man is on here in the 4th inning. And Bill Melton coming up. This is like all gray uniform. I guess that kind of makes sense. Looks cool. Oh, that is a beautiful strikeout. That is a pitcher's call there by the ump. They gave him that one. It was in the strike zone. As you can see, he was kind of dotting that specific spot. Good job. 1 out, and can we get a double play now with Bob Spence? We don't want to get greedy here, but so far things are going well. Oh, nuts. I just totally jinxed us with a 2-run home run by Bob Spence. The game is tied. That is his 2nd home run of the year. Two all, and Walt Williams hits a ground ball to short. is out number 2, and the catcher, Josephson, hits a grounder to third, and Rollins will make the play. All right, so the White Sox get a 2-run home run by Spence. It's all knotted up at 2, and Joey Pep coming up. He's got a big hit today, that home run, the only hit of the game. After the ball game, stick around for a minute. I'm going to show you some of the players that are available in free agency. I did check after yesterday's ball game as Rollins pops it up. I checked because obviously we're inept at the plate. And during spring training and so far the beginning of the season, there were some people that were cut. A couple of big names out there. As Dalrymple walks. So runner on first, 2 down. Here's Van Kelly. Ground ball to third. Moving on, top of the 5th. Morales, the pitcher spot, and Bravo. That is the 3rd home run by Rich Morales. What the hell is going on here? He had 1 career home run before this season. He has below average power. Actually, he's below average in every aspect offensively. He's great defensively. And yet he's got 3 home runs, all the solo shots. White Sox take the lead. Here's the pitcher, Klages. Fly ball to left center field. 1 down. Up next is Angel Bravo. Line drive to left. I think we knew the game was over when Pinella missed that hit and run. Now, I know the PEPITONE home run came after that, but like when those things happen in the game, those are all the indicators. It's like my mom driving with the blinker on. Like, it's obvious she shouldn't be behind the wheel, and it's obvious that's probably how things are going to go down today. We're about to go 0 for 4, and I'm blaming it on my mom. She's going to be 80. There's a base hit to right. Freddie PATEK with a hit. We're not chancing it on Walt Williams. Look at that arm. I think that's the best arm we've seen in either of our sims with the Tigers series or the Pilots here. We do have the leadoff man on. And you know what? I'm gonna let him bunt. I mean, he's a good bunter. And PATEK has good speed, so let's see if he can lay down a bunt. Full count. There we go. Good bunt to third. They do pull third base in. PATEK is successful getting to second base. So runner in scoring position. That's a tying run. And Tommie AGEE is up. Now AGEE's 0 for 2 today. Struck out both times. Full count. Oh, he's going to walk this time. So we've got some blazing speed on the base path. I mean, it's early in the year. Let's do a double steal. How many opportunities are we going to get where the pitcher's best pitch is a slow curve? Right? And the catcher is just a notch above league average. And we've got our best speedy guys. Now, PATEK does get thrown out a ton. I mean, his success rate is below 50%, which is terrible. Here we go. Mike HEGAN at the plate. Everyone's running right on the middle. And it is a double steal. He threw the fastball, and we were still able to get those stolen bases. So there's number 1 for PATEK, number 2 for Tommie AGEE. Now we will go on contact. If Klages strikes out HEGAN or HEGAN pops up, then we know that it's a lost cause. 0-1 count. Yeah, it's a lost cause. This is exactly what the game does to prevent you from winning. So there's nothing we're going to be able to do today except for just play this one out. All right. Yeah, we've seen enough of this game that we know exactly all the poor programming. They like to claim that it's random, but it's anything but random. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing we're going to be able to do today. So we're just pushing buttons. That's the third hit. That's Dalrymple's first hit. He's got a single and a walk today. Okay, we're going to the top of the seventh. We're going to take out Gelnar. Oh, he's only throwing 66 pitches, man. Well, this will be his last inning because he's supposed to bat next inning. Oh, I should have left him on the bench. We'll pull the infield in, but it's already over. We're going to pinch hit. Gale Hopkins. Back in a time when men could be named Gale. And they could still be men. Oh, God, a double play. And a chance to get out of this. Wow, he went from 66 pitches to 91. Let's bring in Riddleberger. It's the Riddleberger. Mad Cow. Freddie came up with the nickname Mad Cow. I got to go into his vitals and add that nickname. Because I always say, how do you like your burger? Your burger's riddled with mad cow disease. That's all I got, really. Oh, no. Is that going to dump in there? Nope. It will be caught. Oh! Wow. Good job, game. And then the strikeout after the run scored. Danny Lazar coming in. That's a great name for a pitcher, but apparently he never had a baseball card. I couldn't find one for him. I wonder, does he have like a photo on the page? Well, on Baseball Reference? Let's just take a look here. Take your time. Oh, he's got something coming up. Oh, we're going to use that later. So we'll add that. All right. There he is. He's good. 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Oh, actually. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Okay. Let's just keep going. This game's over anyway. Oh, they're going to give us a junk run. PATEK with a double. Oh no. Come on. Come on, game. What's going on here? Did I screw it up by looking at the internet? Okay, I guess I did. I forgot that Baseball Reference, when you sorry about that, everybody. When you go to Baseball Reference, they have all kinds of ads, and they just keep running the whole entire time. We're going to bring in Darren Johnson to pinch hit versus the lefty. 1-2. PATEK goes to third, so this is our extra run they're going to give us. Nope, that's a third strikeout for AGEE. Wow. Oh, they gave us the wild pitch. Wow, this is baseball mogul bingo today. This is literally every bad thing about this game And there's like a laundry list of horrible things about this game, but we've definitely hit them all. All right. Let's bring in Bruce Brubaker. He has yet to pitch this year. He's pretty bad. I found this created... Oh, did I make this card? No, I found this card on the internet representing him. And so, yeah, I just... I copped it for myself. He's bad. That's all you need to know. He won't be on the team much longer. Once Bob Meyer comes back, he will be the one that goes immediately to AAA. Yeah. That's all right. Can we get another double play? That's 4 double plays today. How is the... Like, do the ratings mean anything at all? How can you be 5% less likely to get a double play and be 4 for 4 in those situations? I mean, it makes no damn sense. The poor craftsmanship of this game, it's kind of mind-boggling. And my mind gets boggled pretty easily. Now, has Wayne Comer batted yet? He has batted once. Let's get Wayne Comer in. R.I.P. Wayne Comer. Oh, I forgot to actually add him. Son of a poop. All right. There we go. Rich Rollins. Top of the 9th inning. We'll let Brubaker throw another one. Duane The Rock Johnson. Duane The Rock Josephson. That's a ground ball. Are we getting another one? Another double play with a 62 at first. This game is horrible. It's Bruce Alberts. He just signed as a free agent in the offseason. Weird. Okay. Great job. Oh, they're going to bring in Don Eddy. He's a lefty. And this is his second appearance. Through a couple innings. He's got a disembodied head. Disembodied head Eddie is his nickname. Yep. Wrapping it up. We will pinch hit for Brubaker. Let's get old Bill Robinson in there. All right, the Pilots lose 5-3. So many errors that led to runs. This game was over before it ever started. We've lost 4 in a row to start out the season. That's not good. Let's take a look at the standings. We are all alone in last place. Cleveland and Boston also suck. We are batting 160, and our team ERA is 2.75, thanks to those errors. National League, if you want to see, the Cardinals undefeated, and the Reds are undefeated. Pittsburgh has yet to win. Let's take a look at headline news. Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. Someone named Mark Schaefer is traded from the A's to the Padres. Oakland A's trade starting pitcher Mark Schaefer and second baseman Manny Trio to the Padres in exchange for first baseman Nate Colbert. Okay, we'll take a look at that. Nothing else here to see. Transactions, read all about it. Norm Cash is going to miss 4 days. We already know about the Mad Hungarian. So who the hell's Mark Schaefer? I have never heard of this guy, and yet he doesn't have a photograph either. He's only can go 5 innings. I mean, I guess. Well, don't forget, San Diego is also an expansion team, so they're looking to add quality players. Manny Trio is one of those. A great defensive player. You could slap it around. You could slap it. And then Nate Colbert. Young Nate Colbert, still looking for a place. And maybe he'll get it on the ace, playing first base, at least until the DH comes around. We'll see. All right. Cool, cool. Let's go ahead and pull up the box score and get out of here. Pilots lose 5-3. We've lost 4 in a row. Oh, I wanted to show you real quick. Let's return to the free agent market. Now, there's not a lot out here, admittedly, but Maury Wills was released by the Dodgers, and he can't hit worth shit anymore. But he is fast, and he can play nowhere in the field. But he might be a speed guy off the bench. I mean, that's way too much money for a truly one-dimensional player. But he is out there. Also, Mr. Ernie Banks. Ernie Banks, he's 39 years old. He can still play first base, but not great. In fact, his range does not even exist, nor an arm. But we're just asking him to catch the ball. He still has power. He has a little bit of gap power. Not quite the contact hitter he used to be. I mean, we have enough first basemen already. We got Joey Pep. We got Darren Johnson. I'm just saying. And thirdly, a player that I think could help us is Jesus Alou, who's good at the corner outfield spots, great contact, great gap power, never was really a home run hitter, but hell, Rich Morales has 3 home runs with a 76 power, doesn't walk. So defensively and with power and good contact, nobody wants him for some reason, but that might be a possibility, right? It's not like we're married to any of these particular players. We could sign one of these guys and then trade someone else. There's nobody else here of worth looking at. I don't really want L. Spangler. He's too old to take a chance on, and he can't play left field. So there's that. And then pitchers, there's no one. These are all non-roster undrafted players. So, yeah. I mean, these would be 1-year rentals that we wouldn't even be able to use because they're not rated highly enough to be in the majors. So those are options. If you think any of those could help us in some way, I will listen to any ideas. Now let's go back and get that box score. Okay, yeah, player of the game. I'm reluctant to give it to anyone. Well, we will give it to Joey Pep. He had a 2-run home run, and it gave me just a moment of pleasure in this game. Happy for Freddie PATEK to get a couple of hits. We also had 3 stolen bases. So those are pluses. But the 3 errors, the Lou Piniella dropping the fly ball in left field, allowing those 2 unearned runs to score, that was the nail in the coffin. But we already knew it was over. It was over in the first inning. Even before the home run happened, this game was over. John Gelnar takes the loss. He's 0-1. Fred Klages, 1-0. And Don Eddy gets the save. Great job by Bruce Brubaker. Gave up 3 hits, but he struck out 2 in 2 innings. So, okay, that's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow and try to get that first win. Until then, everyone, have a great day.